the world watched with bated breath as leaders from across the globe gathered for a pivotal moment in history. The 2024 BRICS Summit wasn't just another meeting, it was a significant event. This was a powerful display of shifting alliances and a potential challenge to the established world order, signaling a new era. At the heart of it all, a new vision for global finance, one where the West might not hold all the cards. The energy in the room was palpable. A sense of change hung in the air, almost tangible. The traditional dominance of Western institutions was being questioned more than ever before. In its place, a new bloc was rising, ready to assert its influence on the global stage. BRICS, an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, was no longer just an emerging market bloc, it was evolving. It was a force to be reckoned with. This summit was different, more ambitious. The expansion of BRICS, welcoming new members into its fold, sent a clear and unmistakable message. The world was no longer content with the old ways of doing things. The demand for a multipolar world where power is distributed more evenly was growing stronger and louder. This wasn't just about politics, it was about redefining global power structures. It was about the future of finance and economic stability. The BRICS nations, with their vast populations and rapidly growing economies, were looking for alternatives to the Western-dominated financial system, seeking more equitable solutions. The summit was a testament to that desire for change, a beacon of hope for a new world order. The 2024 BRICS Summit was a landmark event, marking a significant milestone in the evolution of this influential bloc. The bloc, initially formed by 4 nations, had expanded significantly over the years, welcoming new members into its fold. New members, eager to join this growing alliance, added their weight to the BRICS initiative, bringing fresh perspectives and resources. This expansion wasn't just symbolic, it represented a strategic move to enhance the bloc's global influence. It was a clear indication of the bloc's growing economic clout, showcasing its ability to drive global economic trends. The combined GDP of the BRICS nations was now impossible to ignore, reflecting their substantial economic power. It rivaled, and in some projections even surpassed, that of the G7, positioning BRICS as a formidable economic force. This economic heft gave BRICS significant leverage on the global stage, allowing them to influence international policies and decisions. They were no longer just asking for a seat at the table, they were building their own, establishing new institutions and frameworks. But it wasn't just about size, it was also about the potential for future growth and development. The BRICS about size, it was also about the potential for future growth and development. The BRICS nations represented a young and vibrant demographic, full of energy and innovation. With a large and increasingly educated population, these countries were poised for rapid economic growth in the coming decades, driven by a dynamic workforce. This demographic advantage added another layer to BRICS's growing influence, making it a key player in the global arena. The expansion also highlighted a key objective of BRICS to decrease reliance on the US dollar and promote financial independence. By promoting the use of local currencies in trade and financial transactions, BRICS aimed to create a more equitable global financial system, one less susceptible to the whims of Western economies, and more reflective of their collective strength. At the heart of the BRICS vision for a new financial order was the New Development Bank, or NDB. This institution was designed to challenge the status quo and provide a fresh perspective on global finance. Established in 2015, the NDB was conceived as an alternative to the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, institutions long dominated by Western powers. The goal was to create a more balanced and inclusive financial system. The 2024 summit saw the NDB take center stage, highlighting its growing influence and importance in the global financial landscape. The NDB was more than just a bank. It represented a new era of financial cooperation and mutual support among emerging economies. It was a symbol of the BRICS nations' commitment to self-reliance and their desire to chart their own course in global finance. This was a bold statement of independence and ambition. The bank's mission was clear: to fund infrastructure and sustainable development projects in emerging economies, particularly those often overlooked by traditional lenders. This focus on underrepresented regions was a key differentiator. The NDB's lending practices differed significantly from those of its Western counterparts. It aimed to be more inclusive and considerate of the unique needs of each nation. Free from the often stringent conditions attached to loans from the World Bank or the IMF, the NDB offered a more flexible and equitable approach to development finance. This flexibility was highly valued by its member countries. This approach resonated with many developing nations, who saw the NDB as a more understanding and supportive partner. It was a breath of fresh air in the world of international finance. The bank's growing portfolio of projects, spanning sectors from renewable energy to transportation infrastructure, was a testament to its commitment to sustainable and inclusive development. Each project was a step towards a brighter future. The NDB was quickly becoming a beacon of hope for the Global South, offering a viable alternative to the traditional, often Western-centric development finance model. Its success was a sign of changing times and new possibilities. The BRICS mantra, it's all about cooperation, innovation, and sustainable development. These nations, they strive to create a balanced, global economy, one that's inclusive and resilient. It's a vision that aims to lift millions out of poverty and foster a more equitable world. Quite inspiring, isn't it? Now let's talk about the digital and financial revolution spearheaded by BRICS. These countries are leading the charge in digital transformation, embracing cutting-edge technologies to drive growth. From fintech innovations to e-governance, they're making strides that are reshaping the global financial landscape. It's a revolution that's not just about technology, but also about financial inclusion and empowerment. So what does this all mean for global power dynamics? Well, it's clear that BRICS is positioning itself as a formidable force on the world stage. The shift in global power is evident as these nations collaborate to challenge traditional power structures. It's a fascinating development, one that could redefine international relations and economic policies in the years to come.